Now we are. Welcome in. Welcome into the company. Thanks for everybody coming in. You guys are amazing. My name is B. Lenny. We got Rich here, Izzo here, and Nick down here. Sosa is indisposed. Hopefully, maybe he'll join us later. I don't know. Oh, wait, my phone is loud.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sorry
I thought
about
that was
that.
Sosa, and that was me.
But
there he is.
But yeah, to everybody coming in, thank you so much for allowing us to keep you company this afternoon, this evening. 10:07, June 10th, 2021, and we are here like we are every Thursday. I like to try to stall while I'm doing shit with the phone at the same time, so y'all don't know that I'm actually.
We're back.
But now we know. So
yeah,
you should have just not said it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're good now. So, how's everybody been doing? I hope everybody had an amazing week. If you did not, you have another week to try again.
It's always tomorrow.
Hey, what's up? Rob is here at the top of the show. What's going on, Rob? How you doing?
Hello.
Yeah. So, got a few things to talk about. Of course, don't want to, dive into the politics thing because that's just beat to death. Everybody knows what's going on politically. The house is burning. But anyway, we did have a sporting event last week. If anybody
was it a sporting event?
It was a huge
spectacle.
A huge spectacle. Yeah, I call it a spectacle. Boxing has taken a very deep plunge over the last few decades.
All right, I feel what you're saying there. There you go.
Yeah. So this last weekend, was it Saturday or Sunday? Sunday, we had Money Mayweather versus an internet celebrity, Chris Paul. It was Chris all over.
Not Chris Paul.
I wouldn't. Damn it, Logan Paul.
Damn, yo, Chris Paul out here getting buckets in the playoffs. You gonna play him like that?
Mm-hmm. I had Raw.
Here we go.
If she had on
Rob.
Was she there live, Rob, or was she over the phone?
At least Rob kept that in good context.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
so anyway,
I don't know who that is, but
we had the Mayweather and the Logan Paul fight last weekend. I watched it. So I know a lot of people did pay to see this fight. I'm not gonna lie, I did not pay a dime. I wouldn't have. First of all, the preliminaries were hilarious. I don't know who told Ocho Cinco to get into a boxing ring or how much money he made. No, I didn't pay for it, Rob. But he got in there and got knocked out. He got clocked. He didn't get knocked out. He got up and continued to fight. But
he got knocked out, bro.
Yeah, that shit looked like it hurt. But anyway, that happened, and then Logan Paul came out doing something, and then Mayweather came out with some more rappers.
Oh, it was Lil Baby.
Lil Baby came out with Mayweather. But I don't know what the concert was between the two announcements. Like, I thought that was the person bringing him out. So that was just fucking weird. But anyway, Logan Paul, Mayweather did their thing. Logan Paul can't box. He should never get back into a ring. I've never seen anything so sad, sorry, and embarrassing in my life.
What's good, T-Mobile?
You can't be 6'5", 190 pounds and like get into a boxing ring and can't box. That's just not supposed to happen. Of course, there wasn't a winner or a loser announced because it was an exhibition. Yeah, you probably could, Rob.
Oh yeah, Rob, I know you could.
But yeah, it was a sad sight to see. At one point, we were watching it, and I was watching the fight, and I told the people that I was watching it with, I was like, it looks like Mayweather is holding this guy up. Like every time something would happen, Paul would wrap him up, and then Mayweather would say something in his ear. And at one point, he knocked him the hell out. Like he was done. And I don't think anybody can tell me any different. Like Paul was out. And the only reason he didn't hit the mat is because Mayweather held him up. So I don't know if y'all had any views or any ideas or anything you wanted to say about boxing or that thing in its own, but Take it away.
I'm gonna let Rich go because he put that topic in there first.
No, man, I find this hilarious because I am not one of the sports, but I have I've had my fair share of experience with a combat art, right? And it's just strange how like this is the environment that we're literally trying to say that this is as close to like a real world bout, or it's some sort of like justification for like, oh, what if these two people got in a boxing match together? This is like complete and utter bullshit. I am sorry. Like on so many levels, because you have someone, Mayweather, like him or not, regardless, like there's 3 rules to getting into a fight, right? Either you get hit, block, get the hell out the way. Mayweather does the get out the way part pretty well. So regardless of how people look at him, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
However, like you have someone who literally cannot do or is not even close to the level of proficiency that the person they're in the ring with, and I'm supposed to take this seriously. Like we literally have an internet celebrity boxing someone who is a literal professional at this sport. It's mind-blowing to me to actually think it's like, you know what, there are people who, like, for example, like the Conor McGregor Mayweather fight, like those are 2 people who like it's still a stupid match, right? But it's still kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But this is like, we have money. Let's watch a train wreck, and let's go for it. And it's just, and to your point, Brian, like it's like he keeps saying like he went the distance, right, with Mayweather, 8 rounds. That only happened because he allowed it to.
Yep.
I think something that, and to that point, I think if you watch the fight closely, like whenever Mayweather wanted to hit him, he hit him.
Like,
Yeah, he hit him. Like whenever he wanted to, he hit him. It was like he could pick and choose where and when and how hard and how many times he wanted to hit this man. Like, and Rob, you don't think Mayweather's great, and that's fine,
right?
But
and that's
Mayweather is really good
at what he does.
Yeah,
right. And that's exactly what I was saying. Like,
everyone's not 50-0 for a reason. I mean, he is 50-0. I don't like him. He ducks people, but he is.
That is his MO, and it's true. He does duck people. He picks and chooses. He cherry picks.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still even saying that, right? You're talking about a guy who is a professional boxer, and people spent $50 for you to fight some guy who makes meme videos and talks about how big their house is. Like, this is what we have gotten to as far as what the sport is supposed to be, right? It's just, it's weird that we are in this place where there are legitimate people who have actually studied the craft. I mean, you know what?
Marcus for the win.
You know what? In all seriousness, I expect, because this made so much money, I expect to see more of this, because we get more of what we pay for, and we all earned it.
Yes.
Well, now his brother has a fight.
I just want to say there's been 2 Kevin Hart references, and none has been said by me.
I got you.
Hey.
Yeah, niggas started a trend.
Okay, carry on.
Let's see. What does he say? But why can't people play sports just because they want to, though?
It's not about him playing. It's not about them playing the sport, right? Because, like, there are. Let's just be honest. You work your way in most sport, combat sport and athletic sport. You pay your dues, right? Like, you don't go from fight. You don't go from fighting the bottom of the barrel to the top. And the only reason why it happens is because people were willing to give a whole bunch of money. It's a money thing here.
But then, and see, that's kind of like, I had a slight problem with this is because there are a lot of people who can box, who have been boxing for a long, long time, who would love to fight Mayweather. Now, when they bring the people in the ring, they show their stats.
Right.
And it had Logan Paul or whatever his name is. Yeah, and it said 0-1. So he hadn't even won the first fight he was in. So why is it that he gets this huge purse and this huge opportunity to be in the ring and make history? I mean, to be honest with you, if you don't like the fight, whatever, I don't care. That was history.
Right.
With a man who is 50-0 and paid his dues and, of course, ducked Pacquiao and all these other people for years. But still, he got in the ring with him.
All I can think. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, and that was just an opportunity that a lot of people should have gotten before Logan Paul.
All I'm thinking about is the entire plot of the first Rocky movie.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay.
Because, I mean, you actually have someone who wanted to actually fight the greatest boxer in the world. Like Apollo Creed was the greatest boxer in the world at the time. And Rocky just he basically, still went the distance with it, but it was an actual fight. Yeah. This was a joke. We watched literally a tiger play with his food.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's basically what it was. Izzo, you had an opinion on this, or did you already say something?
Oh no, I didn't say anything. I had no desire to watch it just because I'm not really into Mayweather like that, and people might feel the type of way. I'm just not into smaller people boxing, so I've always been a heavyweight person.
Whoa.
Because I grew up in the age where in the 80s it was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I mean, people are like, oh well, they're technical and all that. I'm like, I like what I like. I like to see people slug it the fuck out.
Like people get the shit beat out of them.
Yeah, I mean that's like what I like, and like I did watch the Mayweather McGregor fight. I think we all pretty much watched it, and that was interesting. Like it was interesting because at least McGregor had some type of skill in boxing because he's an MMA fighter. Because you have to. Like that was interesting, but I just don't like how this white guy could just waltz in and like he could fight Mayweather. That bothers me, man. It bothers me. And then not necessarily because he's white. I just said white guy because that's what he is. But just how does he do that? And it's at the point where boxing, it's not on this. What did you say? It's not on life support as bad as it was because Wilder and Fury actually are helping it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't technically just fight each other all the time for us to watch when it comes to things. So what's going to be the thing to keep boxing going for the real people who box versus the spectacle people who are off YouTube or stars coming in and wanting to do it? Like that's what I'm worried about. Well, to where those people get no shine anymore, to where people just want to see that, and these fights really don't count.
I kind of hope it doesn't go. And I watch wrestling. I like wrestling, but I really hope it doesn't go to the spectacle that wrestling is.
And we don't,
because there's a beauty in an art form and a science to boxing. But unfortunately, these days it's just it's not an attention grabber anymore. Because
that's funny you say that because I felt that way about the XFL. I felt like it was a caricature of football when I used to watch it, and I'm like, this is stupid. So I would not want football to be that way. So I feel you.
Yeah. So and this is what's happening, or what has been happening with boxing. So, and can you even name who the heavyweight champion is right now?
Nope.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
I don't know. It's just not the name.
And I mean, I don't watch MMA, so I'll never know. But a common person who watches MMA every now and then are going to be able to blurt out names. That's the issue.
Yeah. I want boxing
because I don't fuck with Dana White like that.
Who's the heavyweight champ, Rob? We might need to get Rob set in.
It's not Fury, is it?
It is Tyson Fury. Okay.
Is it Fury? Oh, it is Fury. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even see him put that.
Boom shakalaka.
All right. So I kind of feel like this is the way things are going now. And I unfortunately, it's just the way it is. They did a lot of things to try to help boxing, and it just didn't work. They had the reality shows with the boxers, and now they have all these celebrities and everything trying to box. So they're trying to breathe life into it, but it's just so corrupt. Anybody can throw a fight, and I think that's what people have an issue with. It's not always the best person. It's always who's getting that check behind the ring. So. That fight was a sham. It was a spectacle, and it was embarrassing.
So let me ask this question, because I do see this get touted a lot. Is that, you know, Mayweather basically robbed people with that fight, right?
Oh yeah, I took it.
All right, but did he?
No, I don't think he did.
You know what I'm saying?
You knew what you were getting yourself if you bought that fight.
And that it's like in a way. All right, so you know, hear me out here. It's kind of like, you know, like a Michael Bay Transformers movie. You kind of know what you're going to get. You bought the ticket, but then you're still mad at the end product. Like, you can't be mad at that because you know what you were buying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good analogy, Rich. Yeah. That's why I stopped buying tickets.
Dre, he didn't lose his footing. He got booger hooked.
But Chad, the good thing is that Chad been boxing for years, like doing it. You could tell he has. Yeah. I'll give him that. Like, as other non-professional people, he looked the best when it came to people who really don't box.
Just why he got booger hooked.
I'm trying to figure
Man, his pride got him up quick. Yeah. I'm like, I laid there.
I was watching it, and it looked like he fell, and then somebody rewinded it. Like, I don't know how he fell the way he did, and then popped up the same way he fell.
I think he got hit in the sweet spot. It didn't technically knock him out, but he got hit in the sweet spot. His ass bounced right up. He's like, you got me. He's like, you got me. You got me.
It's like one of the moments, the little dude on your shoulder, like, the hell you getting up for?
Brian, you thought you were watching Tenet.
Exactly.
Well, he ain't get knocked out like Logan, though.
Yeah.
Logan was asleep on his shoulder, and people trying to cape for him. I was like, boy, how can you cape? The tape is there.
When I saw it, like I said, I was watching it, and I saw that happen. I was like, this motherfucker's out.
That nigga looked like he was dragging a cadaver, man.
Yeah, because you could see Mayweather kind of whisper, like, get your shit together. Like you kind of woke him up, because it was like, we need to go 8 rounds. Before the fight, Mayweather said, if I knock him out in the first round, people are going to be mad. If we go to distance, people are going to be mad. We're just going to put on a show. And those were his words. And they put on the show.
They should have hit him like 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
Boy, that man might not be here today.
You couldn't tell, dude. You could tell dude didn't want to win. Yeah,
he saw $30 to $60 million going to be in his pocket. That's
let's say this though. But could Mayweather, was he really going to knock him out? He's not really known for knocking people out.
Unless he has 27 knockouts though.
He's not necessarily known for. I mean, his last knockout was a sucker punch.
I think he could if he. I think he could if he wanted to.
I mean, he probably still could.
I'm not going to sit here and call Mayweather great, but I honestly think he can do whatever he wants to in the ring.
I'm going to say.
But then we go back to the cherry picking. He can do what he wants against the right people he chooses, or choose them at the right time. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
You know, if you've been boxing that long, right, you know how to control your hand or deliver power the way that it needs to be. And clearly he was able to do that during that fight, because the difference between your brain shaking and just someone tapping you, my hand was your face, if my hand strikes right here, that's just tapping you. If my hand delivers power here, you're unconscious.
Mm-hmm. Does he still have that power though? That's the thing though. Does he?
It doesn't take a lot to make your brain shake.
No,
I mean, I did that now. I'm just saying.
The brain is what, the consistency of like jelly or jello. Jello is jello.
Yeah.
So the right hit, your whole brain goes on one side of your head.
He probably still knock this clown out, but I'm just wondering. I mean, he's just not a knockout artist.
He's not. But Logan Paul also isn't a boxer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He still might. I'm just saying. If he really, I don't know.
I would give him that. I think. You know, but it's still a level of proficiency, right? Because there's a point to where it's like, you know how like if someone who is untrained got into a ring with someone who is trained, clearly it's like, I can just dance around you and do whatever I want, and all I can do is just do boop.
Yeah,
and then the fight's over.
It was him sparring. Logan Paul was like his sparring partner. Yeah, he should have
without pads.
Could have been holding a pad the whole time. It wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, Mayweather is 40 what?
Well, 44.
He's 44. Okay, so Mayweather's 44.
Whoa.
What did Nick say? I didn't catch it.
I said we know he can knock out women, but I'm just saying.
God,
shit.
Why'd you repeat it? See, there we go.
Because I didn't hear it.
I'm just saying.
He's 44, by the way.
Well, so let's ask this then. I saw Mike Tyson recently. He looked like he aged like 10 years in like the last 2 months. But let's say, okay, so Mike was supposed to be fighting Holyfield at some point. I don't think that's happening anymore.
Nah.
But do you think Mike at the age he's in now can still knock somebody out?
Yes. Yes.
Brian. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No,
okay.
That's like, can you ride a bike?
Yeah. I have all the faith in the world that Mike can still knock people out. I mean, I have no doubt.
No question.
I feel like half of who Mike Tyson was in 1986 is still twice a boxer is now, in my opinion.
That's like the yes, with the quickness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that man was put on here to hit people on earth.
He would have knocked out.
That's all he was put here to do.
Roy Jones, he would have knocked him out if they played straight up.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen, Mark.
I'm just saying.
No. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
We are not going into boxing matches to watch a man die.
Mike had to hold back too much when he did that last fight, and
problems.
He got way too excited. He really wanted to hit somebody, so I really don't think we need to put him in.
He smelled blood. Nah.
Yeah.
Floyd don't want those problems.
No, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, high as and I don't want to fight Mike high either. Like Mike was high all of the 80s and early 90s, and he was killing people. So I don't want to fight this man high now. You know, that probably gives him a little bit more of that old Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, sir. Not at all.
Let's see. Yeah, so that fight happened. Hopefully we won't have to do anything like that again or watch anything like that again anytime soon. But I seriously doubt it, with celebrities calling out boxers and calling out people just to get clout and a name for themselves. I got what is that? I'm on Zoloft. It keeps me from killing you, Mike Tyson. When did he say that? Shit.
No, he's on like this extra. I forgot what drug he's on. It's not DMT. It's something else.
Mm-hmm. Is that when he fought Roy Jones Jr.?
Yep.
He had to check in with him. Yeah, man. He had to check in with him. He had to make sure you didn't hurt him.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what that is. And this is one of the times I wish, not one of the times, but I wish Sosa was here, because he's the boxing guy, and he would have had a lot to say about it. Maybe we'll ask him his opinions next Thursday when he's here. But like I said, Sosa is indisposed tonight, so he's not able to join us. If he does later on, then we'll bring it back up. Let's see. But you said it was theft, because you asked, was it theft or capitalism?
Oh, I think it's capitalism. I mean, it's like you know what you're buying. I mean, I think we use the term robbing people, right? But at the same time, it's like, but you know what you were getting. You're talking about somebody who is literally entering into the ring 0-1 versus someone who's undefeated. Like, how did you think this was going to go? Despite him being taller, having more reach.
You compared it to Transformers, right? I compared it to going to an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I mean, let's be honest.
Get you every time. This one might be the one.
Time. Every time. Maybe there's a monster this time. Nope, it's your mama dressed in a cape. Fucking M. Night Shyamalan.
Thick Rich.
What's that? The Town or some shit?
That's like,
that was was that The Village?
The Village, when they were just in a compound.
I said the wrong thing.
Like a museum. He's one of the most overrated people ever, too, for the record.
But he wasn't.
But what's funny is they keep handing him money again.
He's enough 6 cents.
6 cents.
Well,
Sign.
Signs disappointed me. That was a pitiful alien.
I like Signs.
The alien.
Now,
I keep forgetting Joaquin Phoenix is in that movie. I keep forgetting that.
Same here.
Because I said that is Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yep, the brother.
I like
Mel Gibson's brother.
I went to
No,
the
I liked it, but swinging the bat at the alien bothered me. I'm like, this is how we go.
He's just living off. He's living off Sixth Sense. I'm sorry. I'll say it. I stand.
I dead ass still have never watched that movie.
What,
Sixth Sense? Sixth Sense is
It's
actually
always
really
been
good.
on TV, and I never sat to watch it.
I had a brain freeze.
He's trying to recreate that.
Yeah, like you can't, like, a twist doesn't always need to be.
Yeah,
like,
swing away. Get the fuck out of here. See, he felt the same way.
I still kind of don't understand what the fuck all that shit was at the end.
I mean, it was trying to be like it was a prophesied moment, that kind of thing. But
yeah, but that was one of his last good ones. He started out. M. Night started out like what's the guy's name you just named?
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
Yeah, because The Rock is
like
the Rock is a fantastic movie. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah,
What's
the Bad Boys 1, great.
What's the one where the dude has the multiple personalities? I can't remember the one.
Split.
The last 5 years. I did like Split. I haven't
seen Split, but I heard great things about that one.
Yeah, I like Split. I didn't see what came after
Well,
it.
Split was part of one of the good movies he made. Well, it was a
because but isn't
Unbreakable was one of his good ones.
It's in that universe.
Yeah,
yes, it's in that universe. If you watch the end of it, you'll know it's in the universe.
But Bruce Willis, spoiler.
Oh damn, we gave it up to Brian. Sorry.
I already saw it.
Oh, you're sorry.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but you're okay. I mean, it's like,
okay, yeah.
He's not gonna watch it.
No, that sounds like me. It's like I finally watched. What's the movie that's out now? I watched the first version of it.
What?
What's the shit where they whispering and shit? What's the name of the movie?
Oh, Quiet Place.
I finally watched The Quiet Place this weekend. I rented it. That's all. Not bad.
I haven't.
So now I can go see the second one.
I have not seen that movie, but I know what happens in it. So,
shockingly, nobody ever told me. I don't know how I was around so many people talked about it, and I never knew. I guess I didn't pay attention.
Oh nah.
The movie was fucking great. That's why. Losers whine about doing their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. It was great. That bathroom scene had me on the edge, and I still watch it and be on the edge of my seat.
Hey, someone has made the theory that The Rock is really a James Bond movie.
Oh Lord.
No,
because Sean Connery's in it, and he's supposed to be like, he's supposedly like a secret government agent who had all these secrets.
Everything ain't connected, people.
I know.
All alone.
Dude, if we have not learned anything in 2020, conspiracy theories just run rampant.
Yeah, because apparently, never mind. We're not getting into
Rob said, no. Rob said, holy shit. See, now Rob's
no, we got Rob thinking he done smoked something. So we got like what kind of topic? Haters, how many of us have them?
Yeah, I want to know what this means. What does this mean?
All right, so this is because you ever like scroll through your social media feed and you see all of these esoteric posts about people having like haters and trying to rise above them, and I'm like,
at what point are you the hater?
Do you really have haters? Like, do you really have someone who is envious of you to the point where they want to see you fall, or is that you just, projecting? Because it's almost to the point where the term hater is overused. Like people use it as a term for anyone who disagrees with their opinion. It's like, it's not necessarily, I'm not hating on you because I disagree. I might just think you're a complete idiot, and that's it, and continue to move forward from there. It's not necessarily that, I want to see your downfall because you've made a bad decision or I disagree with you on a point. So I kind of wanted to get you guys' opinions on how often you see that. You know what I mean?
When you said it earlier, I made the statement that at some point, and I think people come to the realization when they're sitting at home and they're not typing shit on the internet, trying to seem like the victim, that at some point you have to realize you don't have haters. You're just a shitty person. I mean, you have to. And you know some of the people that sit here and say, "Oh, my haters, my haters, my haters," and you're like, you don't have haters. You're not a good person. Like you, some of the shit that has happened to you,
it is your fault.
You kind of brought it on yourself.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with somebody hating on you. That's just the way things happen.
I'll be like, Nick, are you hearing voices if you had all these haters?
Let's see. I got nominated as one of the best sportscasters for free time. Rob, what are you talking about? Oh, okay. And people are running their mouth at me that I don't even know. Is that a hater?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, that's
absolutely.
Yeah, that's not even like disagreeing. That's just
you're right.
It's like
but
yeah, that's a hater. Then kiss your ass out of the way.
Right.
My whole ass.
And I think that's another thing too, right? Because you know, we see that term, right? But it's like you're obsessing over people that don't really care about elevating you. Why are you giving that energy in the first place? Right? Mm-hmm. Like just let that shit go.
Yeah. I think a key thing to consider when you want to know if somebody's a hater or not is how well they know you. Like most haters, quote unquote, don't know you or don't know anything about you. If somebody has known you for a very, very, very long time and they know a lot about you and they're talking shit about your accomplishments, that means they know something.
One of these is not like the other. Sorry, I was reading his thing.
Yeah.
I like all of y'all. But I don't know what he means. One of these is not like the other. Rick Henry's black, and Mike Uvis from up north. So I don't know.
I mean,
sure. Y'all follow all of those people.
Yeah. So I mean, if they know you very, very well, then maybe it's just somebody that you may have wronged, or maybe you did something to them, or maybe they know you cheated to get where you are. But a hater doesn't know anything about you. They're just going strictly off their emotions and what they think they know. So
I laugh, and I think because I'm thinking about that entire sketch from the Chappelle show, the player haters ball, because none of them dudes knew. It's like when they got to Rosie O'Donnell, it was like them dudes don't know her.
Yeah,
you know. But it's like they're saying these mean or weird and just vile things about people that they have no idea what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And what it seems like it's a term that keeps coming up, but it's like, yeah, but I really don't think that's the case. I think you just, to your point, Brian, I think you're just probably just a shitty person.
Yeah.
And that's okay, you know. You know, and it's weird because I think if people got to a point where they were vulnerable and understanding that, then the term hater wouldn't even come up because you're not even interested in the discussion.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Nick? What you doing, Nick? You hate on Kevin Hart a lot.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I think that. Hey, I'm sorry. If you call not liking someone who's not talented, then sure, that's hating. I'm just saying.
See, that's the lawyer coming out.
Sure.
He literally judo flipped you just now.
I would wait for that to come out, actually, Brian.
Nick was charging up for that.
But go ahead.
No, I honestly, it's just kind of like a cliche thing. It's just like, you know, I disagree with you. I'm a hater. The only caveat I would say, as far as someone maybe knowing you, if it's just some kind of jealousy, I would say that'd be the only reason. If someone does know you, it could be that. But for the most part, I agree with you. Is they don't know you, they just disagree with something you said for the sake of saying it. And at this point, I just think it's like the cliche thing to say, "You're a hater." Why? So that's just me.
I think that most people, I hate using the term jealous because that's such a definite term, but I think the root of it is
if they know you.
But I think the root of jealousy is just people constantly and consistently wanting to be someplace else or in a better position or in a position that they're not in,
and so they project it onto said person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which I think if you're saying that someone, if the whole basis is you don't know the person that you're hating, to me that's the only time when you could know the person, and there's a reason why. Because I won't say that no one. I do think that sometimes you can know the person, and they can hate on you, quote unquote, for that. But again, they have to know something about you for them to be jealous of, or like you said, to feel like that something is missing from them, and they're seeing it in somebody else. So, but outside of that, I mean, I agree with everything else you said. I just wanted to kind of add that one part in. I think where I think you could know somebody and still be considered a hater. So, and they go kick rocks.
I think people unfortunately have this sinister thing where they like to feel that they have haters. It makes them feel more important than what they are. That's just my view on it. Because some people, you will just, like you said, social media, and you'll see those cryptic posts about people in their business, people talking about them. But then I go, you put your business out there, so why can't people talk about it?
When you put it on social media, it opens the door for you to talk about it. It's going to be a subject.
It's an invitation.
It's the invitation, baby.
If you don't want me to talk about how raggedy your wedding was, how ugly your Thanksgiving dinner was, why your kid don't look like the daddy, don't put this shit online.
Keep going. Thank you, man.
Don't put it online because I'm going to talk about it.
I just think people really like that attention because they lack the attention.
Yep.
I think that's all it is. Because I'm like, at no point. Now, yes, I have felt I've had haters, but at the same time, I think I've had haters because they weren't getting attention from somebody else that gave me attention. That's normally what happens. But other than that,
that's jealousy.
Huh?
That's a little bit of jealousy too, by the way. Then
it is, but why? But that's when they'll hate on me. But that's still a hate.
My point. Exactly.
Yeah, it's still a hate. But I'm like, I just don't live in that. I don't know. That's all it is. They just want that attention. They try to talk about it.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Right?
Announcement. Go ahead.
No, so Brian, you just reminded me of like when people post, food photos, and it's like, ooh, look what I made for my baby. #foodie, and I'm like, this look like someone just threw up on a plate. What are you talking about?
Oh my god! If I see yellow rice and baked pork chops one more goddamn time, all that shit comes in a box.
It goes in a box.
Put that up there. But the whole announcement thing, Rob, like, well, I'm leaving this group. They're waiting for either the DM to be like, please don't leave. Or somebody.
I'm the nigga bye person.
Yeah. Nigga bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, so that's the whole cry for help. That's the I don't really want to, but I need somebody to ask me what's wrong.
On top of that, when they say, man, my life's all in shambles or something's going on, then somebody asks you, well, what's going on? Well, that's no big deal. Then why you put
you want me to keep asking?
Yeah.
And at that point, I'm like, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That whole Lord pray for me, y'all. I don't ask what's wrong. Just pray for me. Don't put that there.
It is an invitation for inquiry. And it's like, so you put something out there for people to interact with, but you don't want them to interact with it. How stupid are you?
Attention, my Negro. Attention. That shit is so annoying. I'm not that thirsty for attention. Never have, never will be. Hence, I don't post a lot about my personal life online.
Yeah, but
that's called a well done steak, Rob. That's called a well done steak,
which is an atrocity.
Yes.
Dang, Rich looked right at the camera when he said it. Rich said, that's an atrocity.
If you like, I mean,
I'm sorry.
If you eat a well done steak, it's like you'll be gnawing on it for like 2.5 weeks,
bruh.
It's like,
bruh,
just get chewing gum.
And there's some cuts of beef you can't really get rare because they're just way too chewy. You'll be chewing forever too.
Sirloin flavored Trident.
Well, yeah, I can do the whole, medium well.
Oh no.
To have somebody like sitting at the table next to me where it just looked like they reached in and pulled the meat off the cow themselves, and it's
that bothers you?
Swimming in blood.
That is not one. It's not blood.
steak.
That's myoglobin.
I don't eat rare.
It's not-
I eat medium rare.
That is not blood. That is. Think about it this way, right? You know how
That
if you
was fucking blood.
all right, no, it is not blood. It is not blood.
Not blood.
No, it's not. It's all it is just the.
Hey guys, let's look at myoglobin.
You ever seen you ever like if you have fish that is that's cooked really really hot, it'll have like or chicken, it'll be like white, that kind of like white stuff. It's the same thing. The only difference is because it's red meat, the color
red
is
protein.
red. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's not blood.
That looked like blood.
Well, but here's the thing: if you like chewing on tree bark, by all means, go for it.
Man.
Nope.
That is I don't.
No, I'm saying I can do the medium well, but like when it's like,
But that's still not good enough.
No, it's got to be minimum medium.
Yeah, if you eat anything that any piece of steak, if you eat it above medium, then you might as well just go ahead and like throw it in the sun and be like, tasty.
How do y'all feel about this? Is random as hell. How do y'all feel about steak sauce? Yes or no?
Hell,
Depends.
nope.
It depends.
It's a no for me, dog.
The only let me say this one. The only time I would use steak sauce is like with a steak burger.
I'm off.
Steak burger.
Well, steak burger, of course. That's
but like for
I don't eat ketchup on burgers anyway. So
yeah, for actual like steak though, nah. If you have to use steak sauce, it's not
good.
It's
salt,
not cooked. What?
pepper,
Pepper,
butter. You can do some other stuff. Yes, butter. Yes,
butter. And if you want to get real fancy, garlic, rosemary, that kind of stuff. Right?
I'm big on rosemary on lamb. I feel you there. I like rosemary.
Herbs and seasoning is all you need. But yeah, steak sauce, nah. It's like you basically might as well just pour ketchup on it.
So let's say.
Brian likes steak sauce because he ain't.
No. I'm asking a question.
Richard.
We don't even need to go there.
Hear me out.
Go.
So you went to the store, you got tomahawk steak because listen, because somebody did something really well and you went home and you did your thing.
Like well done?
No.
Like
you cooked it how you want to cook it.
Okay.
And you put that tomahawk steak, which is fucking expensive, in front of that person, and they reached for the steak sauce. Are you personally offended at that point?
No.
Yeah. I hope y'all know the person not on the show uses steak sauce.
I know. No, I'm really not offended. No.
Personally offended? No.
I did as a kid, but I got grown and I had a steak at a restaurant that I paid for. I went, why have I ever used A1? I don't need this shit. Like this shit is amazing.
I don't know when I'm younger. You have it well done. You got steak sauce. It's like the older you get.
When I grew up in my house, like that's the only way my mom made it. So that's the way I was used to. But then I was like, let me try some things.
Exactly.
You're like, I ain't chewing for 20 minutes. Oh shit.
So you're not doing it. You're gonna let them put the steak sauce on. You're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna let them enjoy the steak.
No, you know what? Here's the reason why
I'm not gonna let them ask in a nice restaurant. I won't do that. I'm like,
let them flourish. But here's I would say that that's also true. I would say it this way. It's the same way as if you prepared a dish and you had salt and pepper shakers out and then they didn't even taste the food yet. They just throw salt on it.
Yeah.
What's crazy if you go to high-end restaurants and let's say those the type of places a chef or somebody that walk around, they're insulted that you do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, honestly, I don't care. Like, I have to cook steaks for people. And they want it well done. I'll burn it for them. So
because you like long enough. It's long enough.
Step on it twice.
He ain't even gonna put it on the grill. He gonna put it under it on the coals. It's like you want bitch burn. It's gonna burn shit.
So no, I mean if you like steak sauce, that's cool. I mean it's just a no for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What you're saying is you don't have steak sauce in your house.
Correct.
I have steak sauce in my house, but only for steak burgers. That's the only reason why I have it.
It might be, but I don't use it.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I have it.
Okay. I just use it on my double Texas cheesesteak at Waffle House. Yeah,
that's fine. That doesn't count.
But like,
that don't count.
That's steakums.
That's steakum.
Yeah, let's say that's steakums. Yeah, nah. And let's be honest. Technically, that steak is cooked well done, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's okay.
For context.
It's not really a steak. It's
No. I mean, yeah, that's not the same thing.
I ain't gonna front. I used to love some steakums as a kid.
I think we all did.
Oh, did we? I didn't know.
I think we all did. So
I'm always surprised. Like, yeah, I'm about to make some steak.
Hey, no lie, I did find a place that sold the I think I showed it to you. Sold the
School
pizza.
I don't want
in
that
Aiken.
shit. I don't want that shit.
I'm going to buy 2 bags of that shit.
And then you're gonna remember you don't want to be a kid no more.
Right. What the hell was I eating?
You remember that you didn't have an option. That's why that shit was delicious.
I ain't go front Fridays, but then when I got to middle school where we got Domino's, I didn't care no more. I was over that. We had Domino's in middle school.
You had a Domino's at your school?
Not at there. The school would go buy Domino's and bring it back. And in high school, they used to buy Chick-fil-A and bring it back.
My bus driver used to stop in front of Crackle Barrel and let us run across the highway and go inside real quick.
Yeah, that's safe.
Are you serious? He wanted y'all to get abducted. That's all that was.
Oh my God. You think about some of the shit that would happen in school when you was little. Like, all y'all should be fired.
Brian choices if you want. Got a question, Brian choices if you
Got a
want
question,
the square
Brian.
pizza.
If you want the square pizza.
Brian, I ain't touching that shit.
What?
We gotta find out what's the cheese. That cheese is not like any other cheese I've ever had.
You talking about the cheese on the square pizzas?
Mm-hmm.
You know, highly processed mozzarella. I'm sure that's all that it is.
So it's government mozzarella.
Yeah, it probably came in a brown box.
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody know what cheese came in the brown box. I ain't the only one.
I ain't never had government cheese.
Trying to cut that shit.
I ain't never had government cheese.
Oh, okay. You missed out. That's why I'm so strong.
I did. Remember, I don't know Wick cereals, Snap cereal. I don't know none of that. I don't know none of it. I don't know it.
Wick cereals was
I know Richard gonna say it.
King Vitamin.
He went the first one. I had never heard of that till I was like 20 years old.
Oh, you seriously never heard of King Vitamin?
I wasn't playing when I was at those people's house. I said, what the fuck is a King Vitamin? Never heard of it. Everybody like, you never heard of it?
He said it was
my mom bought
such authenticity.
Brand.
Yeah, King Vitamin. It was this weird looking white guy with a crown on, and he had this little cereal thing up like this.
Yo, dead ass.
Like he had no business. He looked like he had no business around kids. First of all,
man, I thought that was a Walmart cereal when I saw it on top of that fridge that day. People looked at me like, "Are you not black?" No, I never. No. When you had a parent who grew up dirt poor, when they say, "I can have money, I can buy nice things," but my parents were like, "We buy nice things now." That's what they did.
Well, we had it will tear the roof off your mouth completely.
Will it? What does King Vitamin compare to?
It looks like Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Do they still? Is it in stores still?
It's. I believe it.
I don't know.
I swear I don't see it.
I
swear I don't see it.
I know Kix is not Kix.
Berry Kix.
I forgot what the other cereal was. I forgot what the other one was, but it was little corn wheat puffs.
I do have a question.
Honey Smacks.
Who the fuck eats Rice Krispies like just as a cereal now? Like who? What kind of psycho just eats them and not just make the treats?
Damn. Sometimes why I gotta be a psycho though? Sometimes you want
you
Rice
eat
Krispies.
those?
Yes. You get them and
Dude,
you put
they're
sugar
so
on them.
uneventful.
He wants
They're
the
so
snap crackle in the pop. Let that man flourish.
Dude, they got soggy so
I
fast.
put a little bit of sugar on the top of them. Them shit is great.
Oh, you say you put the beatus on top of it. Got it.
I
Yeah,
do put
right.
the beaters on there.
Oh,
You do. There was a few cereals you put the beaters on just to make that shit work.
has anyone ever put sugar
When your
on
parents
top?
bought cornflakes,
I was gonna say that.
I
I was like, sugar on top of corn. I was like, you could have just gotten frosted flakes, but it's like, you know what?
No, I
Why
used to
not?
sneak. When she go in the room, you go to the things. She didn't want you to have sugar. I had to sneak. I'm like eating this.
Oh shit! Yep, you sure did. Take those things. You thought you were a chef because you were shaking it like it mattered.
What you're about to say, Rich?
No, I was about to say that exact same thing.
Oh, really?
Oh man.
She go to make Kool-Aid. She go to make Kool-Aid. Ain't no sugar in the thing,
bro.
God, why did we survive when we were kids? I think we was just all hopped up the whole time.
Bro,
maybe that is a good thing because when we were kids, all we did was eat sugar and run.
So yeah, that's different. Where now you eat sugar.
They play video games all the time. They don't go outside. So that's part of the issue. Yeah. Like you had to contain us. Like these kids, you can't send them outside. We would beg to go outside and play.
Yeah,
beg.
The video game that because we did grow up with Genesis and Sega Master System, but the only time we turned those on is when we couldn't go outside.
To me, yeah.
It was more of a punishment thing. Like you can't go outside.
Now, in the middle of the day, like in the summer when it would be like 100-something degrees, yeah, of course, my mom didn't want me outside, so we just be at each other's house playing video games. But once it got cool, we were outside. We said fuck them games. We were outside.
Yep. It was an option. It wasn't the thing you did when you woke up.
Yeah, ain't but so much Mario Kart and Mortal Kombat I could play. I was like, it's time to go shoot some hoops or something.
And that's when we go outside and risk our lives doing dumb shit.
Climbing trees, hanging upside down.
I bet you can't get on top of the house. Yes, I can. Then you just say jump off the roof? Yep. What the hell are you doing up there?
I did it all the time. I used to climb on top of a tool shed they had on Fort Jackson. Everybody had a shed where you could put your lawnmower and stuff in. I used to climb on top and jump off all the
time. Climb like up a 20-foot magnolia.
We had a magnolia in my yard, but I never climbed it. We had to climb an oak tree.
We used to. My tree climbing thing ended very, very early. I had a friend climb one of those magnolia trees, and he fell. And I don't know if y'all ever seen a little black kid doing cartwheels out of a tree. Cartwheels. It was like he had his arms and his legs spread, and he was just falling over and over again. And it was the longest fall I had ever seen in my life. And when a body hits the ground, that sound does not go away. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not getting in no tree. That motherfucker look like he is dead. So
dead.
But he popped up and we kept playing. But after that, I was like, nah, you good.
Well, I swear we were cats when we were young. We get scrapes and bruises, but we would not be down for the count. Your parents would be like,
you have to stay in the house.
Yeah, that's true.
We can keep going back and forth in the house. Like, don't waste my air conditioning.
No. I think mom and all the parents in my neighborhood got the loudest screen doors they could just to get mad when it slammed. So you just couldn't go in and out because you hear that pow. Yep, there you go. And you would hear it.
My grandma has in their old house, they had the loudest door. That thing made a thunderclap sound.
Yeah.
So when I went outside, I used to be like, close that thing.
you trying to close it, but then you let it go and it kind of pop open again and slam.
The clap.
Yeah.
Clap.
That damn thing up there. And I couldn't reach that little thing to make it not do it.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how we got here. But
well done steak.
Well, how did we get the steak?
Yeah. Because we were talking about it was the hate and then about whether or not someone eats a well done steak.
Oh, didn't Rob put that in the chat? Rob, it's your fault.
Oh yeah. A well done steak like a Kevin Hart show.
Overrated.
That show was horrible. The first show it was terrible.
First, second, third, fourth.
TV show, man. TV show. He only had one TV show. He only had one TV show.
He's an ass.
I mess things up. Yes, you do, Rob. You totally screw things up. But
that's hilarious.
All right, so we're about to talk about hip hop. Rob, I know you kind of tune us out when we get on hip hop, but we do want to talk about this article that came out talking about.
And I'm gonna post it in the chat. So if y'all free to click the link, I promise you it's no viruses. It's a Twitter link.
I'm about to turn my screen off already.
It's talking about Atlanta's Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
There it is. It's in the.
So if you guys could click that link that our friend Izzo just posted in here, you will. That's not a racist statement. Shut up, bro.
It is. Jack Harlow raps.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. So who is on the Mount Rushmore of hip hop? Who's on the Mount Rushmore of hip hop? According to this article,
Jeezy, Future, damn Rich, Jeezy, Future, Rich Homie Quan. I don't know either. And who was the other person? Who am I missing? Who is it?
I said,
Lil Baby. Sorry. Now, Lil Baby,
Mobile already. Somebody hell no.
Lil Baby in the grand scheme of things been around for only 2 minutes compared to the first two up there. Yeah. Rich Homie Quan been around longer than him. So
hip hop has been around for 50 years, and these are the people you put on the Mount Rushmore.
I'm so confused about Rich Homie. Yeah, I'm not a big Future fan, but I'll give you Future. People like, really? Yeah, I'll let you have it because he's had an impact on hip hop big time.
Yeah,
but like. So Outkast don't exist,
and his contribution to the memes too.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri don't exist. I'm just saying. What's the other one y'all said?
T.I.
T.I. Thank you.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! I put anybody off it like CeeLo would mop
the Dungeon Family.
Yeah, like come on. Even if it's current, I'm like, where did Rich Homie Quan come from? Like somebody said, I'm like Young Thug. I'm not a Young Thug fan like that, but like Young Thug would be on there before Rich Homie Quan.
So like, listen, I typed in. All I did was type in Atlanta hip hop artists, and the first 6 people could have been on this thing. T.I., Gucci Mane. I put Gucci Mane up there.
I forgot about Gucci Mane. I'm not a listener to him. So.
You got Luda. I'll talk about Luda in a minute. Jeezy, Goody Mob, Jermaine Dupri, Killer Mike, Big Boy,
Killer Mike. I forgot.
And y'all putting these people on here that nobody cares about.
The only one that doesn't offend me is Jeezy.
Jeezy doesn't offend me at all. At all. Doesn't at all.
Future does it.
People above, but
Future.
Yeah, I just got a message that said Outkast.
Ooh, you can leave Lil Jon off.
You say you can't leave Lil Jon off.
Oh, you can't. I don't know why I just read can. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too. I read it the wrong way too. Exactly.
Shit, Arrested Development, Pastor Troy.
Who's on Arrested Development? All right,
it's up here on the list. It's on the list of Atlanta hip hop.
Yeah. Now, Pastor Troy is a sleeper on there.
Well, now, ain't he from South Carolina technically?
Who?
Pastor Troy. I thought he was from like North Augusta.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, niggas be claiming Georgia and they be from North Augusta. That should be weird.
Bone Crusher, Big Guilt. Oh, that's Outkast. I mean,
that's the good one.
Bone Crusher.
Nah, Bone Crusher had maybe 3 songs, and most of them were remix. They probably were all remixes of
Trinidad James. No, I was playing. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Didn't he was from here too?
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Huh?
They said he moved all over the place. Wasn't he from Columbia area as well?
Yeah. Trillville, Gorilla Zoe. I don't know who MC Shy-D is. Oh, MC Shy-D. I remember that. But yeah, there's some people who could be on their way before the ones they got on there. What I think they try. I think some of these magazines or labels or whoever article people are trying to attract this younger group to hip hop and trying to make them feel relevant, but that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to highlight the artists that made the biggest impact in hip hop.
I copied those so I can
over a period of time. Like you can't put out 3 songs and be on Mount Rushmore.
I mean, everybody keeps saying Lil Baby's like the hottest rapper out. As DJ T-Mobile, how do you feel about that? I don't quite get it. He just raps a bunch of stuff that don't really go together. So, and I try to listen, give people a chance. It's just not for me.
I think I asked y'all this before because they have him up here. Where is Donald Glover right now? Is Donald Glover in a position to where he can be held in that sort of esteem, or has he not done enough?
I don't think.
Oh, you mean for hip hop? I love his music.
It's incomplete for me.
I think he has 1 or 2 things. He's hot right now. He is, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people sound like him, even though people say he's different. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not hearing what I'm supposed to hear. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like I don't like Lil Boosie, but when somebody broke it down, like I get it, but he ain't for me.
Right.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, Donald Glover.
I'm thinking about that Donald Glover question.
It's just not enough with him yet. I can't.
He has more. When you go back and look, he has more than what you think. But
right,
it is.
He's got, because how many albums does he have?
He's from Atlanta, but you don't get that vibe though. Like if I guessed, I would think he'd be from
like the Midwest,
somewhere Midwest or somewhere DC and higher. Not New York necessarily.
But we're looking at a representation of hip hop in Atlanta, and he just is not the first person. I think his body of work is not complete yet for me. When you think of, it's not the greatest, but it's like
he's not consistent
overall representation of Atlanta. That's no shade towards him.
I like him. I see what Nick's saying, because it's kind of like a regional style element to it, and his music I don't think necessarily fits with what most people would say would be that type of music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he's only got 4. And by the way, he's got 4 albums.
Okay. And the reason I said I would say something about Ludacris is there's been debate whether Atlanta or whether Ludacris can claim Atlanta at all, because he's not from there.
Now, they said you include his hip hop influence with the TV. I mean, that show, like, not gonna lie, I could watch that show over and over and over.
What, Atlanta? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, I just didn't understand how we didn't get this earlier, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had to prove himself to Hollywood that he could make a show, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was great in Community. He's fucking hilarious in Community.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was probably something that he was shopping around and nobody really knew who he was or knew why they should give him a show, and then they did.
I hear they're filming 2 seasons back to back. Like, they're filming 2 seasons right now. That's why they've been together for a while.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ludacris, I don't know if you can really count him as Atlanta. He's been there since I lived in Atlanta doing radio.
I say at this point you need to count that, because if that was like 96, he was there. That's 25 years ago.
Yeah, I would include him.
He ain't 50. So that's over half his life.
I mean, think about this too. Now, I mean, a lot of people think of Corrupt as West Coast, but he's from Ohio.
That's true.
So, I mean, Eminem's from like Kansas, I think, or something. He's from the South somewhere, even though he reps Detroit.
Yeah. So, all right. So if the powers that be were really making a Mount Rushmore of hip hop, and they said, okay, we got to keep our list, but you get to take one person down and put one person up, just one. Who would it be?
Off that list?
Mm-hmm. You get to take one person off of that list and put one person of your choosing up. Who would it be?
I'd take Rich Homie Quan off. He wasn't even relevant enough to be on there. At least Lil Baby is.
Yeah.
I don't like his music, but at least I can go, like, there's enough people out here to put him up there. I mean, for now, but shit, to me, it would probably be a damn half face of Big Boy and Andre, personally. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I were to get one, I'm like, I'll split it down the middle as them. That's all I can do. There's no way I can put anybody else other than those two.
Rich Quan's got to go, and for me, it's more personal. It's T.I. for me. I couldn't decide between Outkast. I'd have to put both of them.
That's my answer. That's
what I said. It would be a half face. I don't know. There's no way.
I can't split them up. We did a statue or a monument somewhere.
T.I.
I take down Quan and put T.I. up there.
We'll do it like Stone Mountain. You just blast out the wall and do like faces of real hip hop artists. Because you know what they got on Stone Mountain? They got Confederate horse. People. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, it's same. Rich Homie Quan. I'd probably put Lil Jon in there.
Okay. Lil Jon was our high school and college soundtrack.
Because if you think about like around that period, like when you think about Atlanta, it's like that was.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with T-Mobile. He don't have no reason to be up there yet. Like, dude, you just got songs that people hop on and.
I mean, but I know we already said take one out, but let's just erase all together. Let's just have 4 up there.
4 up there.
Well, the Outkast.
Well, you know what half of mine would be.
Outkast is right there.
I mean, I Outkast for me. Outkast, T.I., Lil Jon. I like Rich saying Lil Jon.
Yeah,
I would put T.I. and then Jermaine Dupri.
Mm.
I don't think we'd have much Atlanta rap without him. Really,
You know,
I don't
that's fair.
start a lot of it.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Outkast and Crisscross.
Hey, log off, nigga. Oh yeah, we go dark if you logged off. when you hit you just hit the live button.
So okay, so the Crisscross thing. I know it was cartoony and I know it was gumdrop. No. This is just a question. I'm not serious.
Yeah, you.
But I know it was bubblegum hip hop, you know, and they were kids, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was fun. But do they have a place in hip hop history?
Absolutely.
Yes. I'm trying to formulate it.
It was a fun.
Nick is debating. Look at Nick is debating.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Right
it's
now.
like I'm saying yes, but I'm trying to think of the answer.
All right. They have their
I
niche.
agree.
They have their niche for hip hop. I won't disagree with that. For what they were, who their target audience was, they had a fashion sense.
They were a phenomenon, man.
Yeah,
That-
I can't.
They were a phenomenon,
and they did from them did birth a lot of stuff.
a phenomenon. Man.
Yeah. So Crisscross made So Def a household name, then made the Brat a household name. The Brat brought in some people that she knew that became household.
Well, think
names.
about it. Shoot, Usher wouldn't be who he is without JD.
Yeah.
So
Even
we
though
would have,
Usher was on LaFace
so because of Crisscross, we can blame them for "Let's Get Married." The remix.
with the candy corn in the trash.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Rich. I had to do it.
Yes. You can blame Crisscross also for Players Club because I don't think that chick would have got a job if the Brat wasn't her sister.
You're a fucking idiot. Wow. I was so confused by that comment you were starting to make. I got it.
Boom.
Unfortunately, she's the reason I started listening to 12 Play. Because when It Seems Like You're Ready came on and she got naked, I started listening to that album.
I think
There's a correlation.
Off the mic. All right, I'm not gonna do it.
No, and
now, do I listen to R. Kelly anymore? No, but
on the topic of things that can never happen again, that movie can never be made again.
see, oh yeah, because they took it. Yeah, that was not cool.
Yeah, that movie will never be made again. Even just because it was just insulting to women. Like they'll never do that again. Boobs make us do things.
I'm telling you, Rob. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, your body was straight, but she was just fine.
Well, she can't act for shit, but she was fine.
What has she done besides that?
All of us.
No. The Cowgirl movie. What was the Cowgirl movie? Roses, Dead Roses, something Roses. She was in a movie where there was all cowgirl.
Oh, I forgot. That movie was horrible. I tried to watch it just because they were fine women in it, but I was like, this is so bad I can't even watch it.
It was her, Stacey Dash. Was Stacey
Dash? Yes.
Oh shit, I gotta find out who else.
Yeah, please look that up. That'd be great.
I'm sorry, I asked.
Now I gotta look.
Great New York boobs. Remember
that? Gang of Roses.
Gang of Roses, yeah.
That's what it was. Gang of Roses. Let's see. Hit It by the Ruthless, Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown was in the movie. Jesus. Oh, that was bad. Lil Kim. Okay, it was Monica Calhoun, Lil Kim, Lisa Ray, Charity Hill, Bobby Brown, Stacey Dash, and Marie Matiko. I do, Rob, because I get bored and I'm like, I wonder what this movie's about. So if you're bored and you have anything to do, look up Gang of Roses and watch it.
Don't
do that.
Rob's would be like, man, this Black Entertainment Television is kind of doo-doo. Yeah, that was not our finest moments, Rob.
No, it was not. Not one of our finest shining moments.
Rob, go watch Paper Soldiers with Kevin Hart.
Off the top rope.
That's a BET movie if I ever seen one, boy.
It is. I'd rather
Charlie Murphy was a cop in that movie, wasn't he?
I think he was.
Mm-hmm.
God, that started for me. Kevin Hart. No, I'm talented.
Wow.
God damn it. Anybody got any shotgun topics you want to talk about? Rob, you got anything you want us to talk about real quick?
Oh, I wanted to say something to Mobile. I saw his post earlier. Congrats on Mobile. I saw he paid off his student loans.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what's up.
I saw that post earlier.
Okay.
Big man shit. Big man shit.
Yeah, good job.
Mhm.
Nice.
You want to start doing mine now?
Since you got that free income, freed
You
up
got that
income.
you got that extra $400 a month. You want to throw that towards me?
Hey, y'all. When do the Lakers play again?
Oh, sometime in November or December, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all, you know what?
oh.
Oh no! Here we go.
My team didn't make the playoffs, so I can't say shit.
I mean, my team's out anyway too. I can't talk.
Never mind.
Shit, y'all.
I think we talked about the whole fan thing last week about people turning against LeBron so easily and so quickly.
That shit is so annoying to me. It bothers me so.
It's annoying.
You're not going to win every game.
It's just funny to see them butthurt fans crying though.
If LeBron didn't exist, I don't think these contracts would go high, even though he's just starting to benefit from it. LeBron put asses in seats and people in front of their damn screens these last 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember being in college that summer watching his high school games. Like, bruh, like it was main event since then. Like, dude, they got I don't understand how people disrespect him the way they do. I never understand it.
Oh, sorry.
Yo, Rob, man, I really think y'all might fuck around and be in the finals. They are on fire right now.
This is gonna be their best chance.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about Robert Ory.
Jesus, really? First round playoff.
First round is kind of dicey. Your 4-5 matchups are normally better than your 1-8 and 2-7s, though.
That was not your usual 2-7.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell y'all talking about?
The seeds.
They're talking about the sport.
The seeds.
The
So like
sport.
1 seed versus the 8 seed. There's 8 teams on both sides. My bad.
Yes.
Oh,
Now we're only down to 4 teams.
Did y'all see they're talking about maybe finally expanding the college football playoffs to 12 teams? They're trying to do that again.
They need to.
So,
Because all they're trying to put is people for the teams that travel. That's it.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
For the teams that don't travel, they don't want them to go because they ain't no money. Like, it's stupid. Because that's why Ohio State's always going to end up in it. Even though, like, well, unfortunately, Clemson was the outlier. But sorry, Rob.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Somebody got anything? Rich, you got anything?
No.
Okay. Hey, you guys, remember to turn off that feature on your Echo Dots because they are now allowing you to share your Wi-Fi without you knowing. There is a feature on your Echo Dots called Sidewalk. Is it called Sidewalk, Rich?
Sidewalk, yeah.
Sidewalk. So if you have an Echo Dot, a Ring doorbell, an Echo,
anything. Rob has a question, but finish saying what you're saying though.
Oh yeah, there's a feature on there called Sidewalk. You go into settings and you can turn that off if you don't want to share your Wi-Fi with people that you don't know. Because what it really does is it keeps your equipment working if you have an outage or something. Yeah, so I just turned mine off because people
I call BS on that.
Yeah.
It's literally just a way for Amazon to get more traffic to understand what people are able to buy. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is the Amazon. Like, to be honest, the product, not product, but the service, Amazon service is great. But as far as their hardware, I refuse to buy anything that Amazon has their hooks in unless I can completely blast the operating system or firmware on it.
Did you say that Ring is by Amazon too?
Correct.
Yeah. Ring. Ring, Blink, some other stuff. I'll let you know after the show. Ring and Blink are part of it.
Yeah, I'm like, nah. Once I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'll stay away from that one.
But Rich,
them and Google buying everything up.
It was weird because I don't mind like letting Google have my information.
They already did because you have Android, so it don't matter.
Right. But that's one. But then two, Google's like term of service and how they actually use the information is different. Amazon, even though, I know Google is all about ads and whatnot for data in that sense, the way they actually use your data because they provide a service for information, it's different. Like there are things that I've seen like Google actually improves like certain search results and that kind of thing based on the information that they have. So I don't mind using Google. But anyway, I'm looking at Rob's a smartwatch that is not Apple. I'll be honest, I haven't looked into that, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, what I'm using now as my fitness tracker is a Garmin 245M. A Forerunner 245M is what I got. I don't like. Is that something you got off a Wish?
It's like I don't have my watch on me.
Oh my bad.
This is my gear. Watch.
My bad, dog.
The fuck?
That dude came for your neck. Pause.
He did. This came from Wish.
Okay.
And it's broken.
I was like, Rob, I can't help you. I have an Apple Series 4 one. Oh, hey, damn! Don't be yawning. Hey, Trina, we old. Shout out to Trina. I saw what you posted not too long ago.
Oh no, we didn't talk about that. That's oh man, that's a whole different conversation.
Amazon is gonna rule the fucking world, man.
Trina, you come in when we about to go to bed.
Hell yeah.
Hey y'all.
That's
still ain't seen Trina in 13 years.
That whole thing is gonna be interesting when that whole deal gets solidified. Yeah, like you said, it's going Amazon knows what they're doing. Like they own a production company. They with existing franchises. They own grocery stores. You know,
you got a Series 6 watch, Rob, or a SE?
Rob gonna say, I don't know. Watch, I guarantee you. I don't know.
Oh, that means somebody probably gave it to him. I mean, the fitness thing is okay. I just track my workouts more so than like anything else. Like just to keep up with my calorie burn. That's really it.
I was gonna say, like, it depends on what you're buying it for. Like, if you're buying it for like a fitness tracker, you probably want to get something that's more dedicated for that purpose. If you're buying like something that you're using as like a secondhand, like something that you would get your text message notifications on and all that other stuff, and have a little more use out of an iOS or watch. What I don't know what Apple calls their
a watch OS.
Watch OS. I am looking at some of the Android based like Wear OS stuff, but nothing really does anything for me. Like I have like I said, I have the Garmin 245. I don't text from it or anything like that.
Yep.
I don't text from it. It gives me my notifications so I can see it, but I don't really do
I'm the
anything
same way.
Yeah, same here.
Sometimes I talk to text if I'm busy, but other than that, I don't.
Right, but other than that, it's literally it's my fitness tracker to tell me how fast I'm going, calorie burn, that kind of thing. That's it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Didn't mean to disrespect you, Brian. My bad. I'm sorry about seeing your washes from Wish. My bad.
Oh, you didn't bother me a bit.
No, just playing.
All right. Well, Trina, you late. You missed everything. Sorry. Everybody, thank you so much for coming in and allowing us to keep you company. Trina, come next week and then come early. The rings are stupid. What rings?
The device.
They look like delayed ass versions of the Olympic rings. Oh, okay. You guys are amazing. Thank you for staying. We'll be back next Thursday with more topic because I'm pretty sure something effed up is going to happen between now and Thursday. It's just the way things. The way things go.
That's just the way it is.
We are 3 months outside of March 2020. Being a year out. So yeah, no. Let's have like some normalcy for a little while, okay? Like
no.
What's that?
No.
What are those?
We'll see y'all next Thursday. Thank you for keeping this. Whatever. Peace. I'm hitting the end.
Thanks for